it's been, what, 4, 5 weeks since I've made a video? 6 weeks, I see. Well, the only excuses I have for that are that I've either been A, really, really busy, or B, dead. I think we can rule out dead. So I've just been, you know, pretty busy. I love misfits. Yeah, we'll go with busy. But no, in all seriousness, I have had stuff going on lately. For instance, last week I was on the AFS Ski Trip. You see, earlier last year, AFS invited all the students in Sweden to go on a ski trip. Not everyone was able to go, which is a little unfortunate, but most people went, and I'm sure glad I did. The main event of the trip was, of course, skiing, but not everyone skied for all 3 days. I personally only went for 1 day, but when we weren't skiing, AFS had all sorts of activities and fun games for us to take part in. Some highlights of the ski trip included Barbara and her ukulele. I swear that thing was everywhere. It was on the bus, it was at dinner, it was at the challenges, anywhere that you could bring a ukulele, which is pretty much anywhere that ukulele went. Gianmarco and Barbara even wrote a song with the ukulele, which I would love to put on my vlog. Unfortunately, I had planned to keep this channel PG and this song isn't exactly PG. If you are interested, however, in hearing this song, which I highly recommend because I think it's really, really funny, you can find the link right here. It's on one of the other AFS students' YouTube pages. He also has a ton of other videos from the trip, so if you want to see what other sort of shenanigans we got into, there's always that. Something else that was a huge highlight of mine over the week was that we got to see the Northern Lights. Before I had come to Sweden, one of the things I discovered is you can see the Northern Lights. And with that knowledge, I had decided that at some point while I was in Sweden, I was going to see the Northern Lights, and it was going to be amazing and epic and awesome. When I had told my host parents of my goal to see the Northern Lights while I was in Sweden, they told me that the chances of that really, really weren't that likely. You have to be really, really far north to see them, and you can't plan for it, they just happen. And so my spirits were kind of dampered with that bit of news. I had given up on it. But then we saw them, and it was really amazing. I tried to get it on camera, but it kind of turned out like this. I don't know if the camera can see them though.
No, but it's green and it's nice and
as you can see, the camera didn't really pick it up. Some of the students still did bring out their not video cameras and they took some pictures of it. It's really hard to get photos of the Northern Lights. They're not exactly the most photographic thing out there. But some people got some in which they were visible, so I can at least show those to you. One of the other things that was really, really fun is that each night there was a challenge for each cabin to complete. My personal favorite challenge was the National Song Challenge, in which each cabin had to create a national song for Sweden. It had to be in Swedish, we could use any song we wanted for the melody, and just in general have fun. My group was named the Brogret-Ätarnas, which means Brogret Eaters, and Brogret is a specific brand of Swedish butter. For our song, we ended up taking the Pippi Longstocking theme and throwing in all of the things we love about Sweden, including Brogret. We didn't win though, we got second place, which was second place for every single event we did. We also got second place in the finale as well, so most consistent prize. If you're interested in seeing all the national songs, you can now find a link to that here. I'm also going to go ahead and stick it down there along with Barbara and Gianmarco's song. And now, of course, after such a fun week of skiing, adventures, and games with all the other exchange students, there was a point when we had to say goodbye. This was a very, very sad thing. And as someone who's used to going to summer camps and saying goodbye to friends after only 1 week of getting to know them, I have to say I was really, really shocked at how upsetting it was to say goodbye this time. And I actually have a theory as to why. All the students that were on the ski trip come from all sorts of different parts of the world. We have America, we had New Zealand, Italy, Japan, Turkey, Brazil. I can't even list how many countries that there are. But we all have something in common. We're in Sweden, and we've been in Sweden for about 5 months now, and we have just under 5 months left to go. Yes, in fact, the halfway point of my stay was about 2 weeks ago. Yippee. I think the reason why it was so upsetting to say goodbye to all these people after only 5 days is because we knew deep down it meant that we'd have to be saying goodbye to Sweden soon. Most of the people I said goodbye to are people I'm not even going to see until our departure camp in July. With saying goodbye, that's the thought in your head. I'm not going to see you until I go home. And then all of a sudden, we're going home so soon. I have less than 5 months left in Sweden. Next month there'll be less than 4, less than 3, less than 2, less than 1. And I can already feel myself settling into home here. This is my home. It's Stockholm. I love Stockholm. For the first 5 months I've been getting used to it. I've been adjusting. And I'm pretty sure that in the next 5 months, this place is going to become as close to home as anywhere has ever been. And it's a very scary thought to know that I'll be leaving it in just 5 months. And I don't know about everyone else, but I know that for me, after I get home to Santa Cruz, I only have 2 months before I start college. And I can already foresee the fact that I think it will take me those entire 2 months to finally feel home in my own home. And then I leave again. If you're interested in hearing more about this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up writing about it in my blog, and so you can find that link down there. And so with the realization that I have so little time left in Stockholm, I finally decided I'm going to make the best of what I do have. I've actually even started taking my camera around everywhere and taking pictures of everything just so I can remember it all when I do get home. Along with making the most of my stay here while I'm in Sweden, I have also recently made a switch to speaking only Swedish. Of course, this vlog will still be in English for your viewing pleasure, but if I'm at school, if I'm at home, if I'm talking to people, I speak Swedish now. Today's Swedish word of the day is hem, and that means home. Thank you for watching. Hej då! Also, on another note, we got a ton of snow in the last 48 hours. And when I say a ton of snow, I mean a ton of snow. When we got back from the ski trip, most of it was melted in Stockholm, and I was pretty sure that I was saying goodbye to the Swedish winter. But no. I swear, on Thursday morning when I was walking to school, it was like up to here in the streets. I couldn't even move. It was ridiculous. Also, apart from the snow, I was just really curious recently. I hadn't been really keeping up with my YouTube while I wasn't making videos, and so I went to check exactly how many subscribers I had. Let's take a look, shall we? 95! The way I look at it, 95 is close enough to 100 to do some serious celebrating. So what we're gonna do, the next 5 people to subscribe to this channel will get a hand-drawn picture by yours truly. You get to pick the subject, and I will draw it. Nothing obscene, please. Also, as a personal thank you to the 95 people who are already subscribed to me, I'm opening up this challenge to you, too. All you have to do is make a comment down below about something you want to hear about Sweden. Honestly, I need some ideas. That part's actually not mandatory. You can leave a comment about whatever you want, but seriously, some ideas, please?